Good morning and welcome to Morning Walk. I'm Don and I'm glad that you've joined me on another episode of our walk of faith. If you're a Christian, then it's a daily walk of faith. I've got a question for us this morning. Are you living an exceptional, extraordinary life? Well, I think if most of us were honest, we don't necessarily see our lives as exceptional and extraordinary. We kind of think of our lives as kind of going through the routines, maybe experiencing the status quo and often just trying to get through the day. What defines an extraordinary man or woman, boy or girl? Is it their nationality, their race, their creed? Is it the kind of education that they have received? Is it how much money they have or how much they have achieved? Well, when Nicodemus came to Jesus by night, he spoke these words. He said, "Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher come from God. For no one can do these signs, these miracles that you do, unless God is with him." Nicodemus was acknowledging Jesus was exceptional, that he was extraordinary. He had concluded that God was the only possible explanation for what Jesus did and what Jesus said. Now, it might surprise you to learn that the underlying reason why Jesus was extraordinary was, in fact, not so much the miracles that he did, but who he derived those activities from. And that's what I want to talk to us about. God wants us to discover that we too are exceptional and extraordinary. Although Jesus was God as a man, the God-man, that's not why he was exceptional and extraordinary. He was exceptional and extraordinary because he chose to live as a man the way God created man to be. You see, no other man had lived as God had intended, life as God intended. And so Jesus was indwelt by his Father and was completely dependent upon his Father, and he derived all that he did from his Father. What made Jesus exceptional and extraordinary was his walk of faith. Only doing and saying what his Father was initiating in him. You remember what he said in John 5:30? He said, "I can do nothing of my own initiative. As I hear, I judge. And my judgment is just. Because, watch it, because I do not seek my own will, but the will of him who sent me." Jesus was and is the only human being that ever lived exceptional and extraordinarily 100% dependent upon God. However, this is the good news this morning. If you're a Christian, you may choose to live exceptional and extraordinary as well. Not by what you do or say, but by deriving all that you do and say from Christ, who is your exceptional and extraordinary life. You see, the Christian life is fully understood and, more importantly, lived as we experience Christ as our life, or what I like to refer to as life as God intended. So as you go about your day today, remember who you are. Remember, you are in relationship with him. And be keenly participating with all that he's doing and saying in you. Till next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Click that notification bell so that you get our videos when I upload them.